Hello, hello. Hello, good people. Oop, lost it. Do I know what I'm doing? Sometimes I do. All right. So, hello, everybody. I'm actually going to start out. I said I wasn't going to do Instagram, but y'all know Instagram was my buddy for a long, long time. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on Instagram and then I am going to cut it off. I'm going to tell people to come to YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody out there. So, right now I am streaming on YouTube. So, if you are actually on YouTube, give me a second. YouTube, give me a second. I am going to advise people to actually go to my YouTube channel. All right, so give me a second. Y'all know I half know what I'm doing. Uh, let's see. There we go. All right, so how y'all doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Oh, I can see comments. Hey, Goddess Krista. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Juanita. Hey, the girl you don't know. I do know you. I love these names. So yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? When's the last time we actually met? It's been a minute. Y'all know I be traveling. So I be everywhere. I think I was in Punta Cana the last couple of Wednesdays and I miss you guys. And so of course, hey, I have an awesome team. So my team covered me. I think it was content that was still put out there. So my team covered me. That's the importance of having great teammates. But I wasn't actually able to get on live. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, y'all, it's raining and cold here in freaking Arizona. I'm pissed about that. And to tell y'all how spoiled I am, I literally was irritated with the cold and the snow yesterday. I went and I Googled, where's the warmest temperatures in the US? And it was like right on the tip of Florida, down there by in Miami. And I went on American Airlines and looked up how much it would cost me to go there because I'm about done with this. I do not, I'm just tell y'all, I love the sun. I love sunny weather. It makes me happy. I love beaches. I don't want to do anything where it's cold or rainy or any of that. So maybe I'm spoiled. I don't know. But hey, let me say hi to same here in Pennsylvania. I bet Pennsylvania, I know is it, but it's not supposed to be cold here in Arizona. So hey, you guys. Jay Wilder said, doing well. Awesome. I am glad to hear that. If you are on Instagram, we are on YouTube. I'm only going to leave the Instagram up for a while just for my regular degulars that always show up for me. It's a link down at the bottom. Go to YouTube. Let's do YouTube because I told y'all Instagram is just very unstable and I don't have the time for it. So if it does cut off before I cut it off, y'all got the link. Meet me on Instagram. How about that? And the comments are going through. They're clear over here. It's clear over here. Look, let me see if it'll do it for Instagram. I didn't. Let me see. It be doing my phone be doing stuff sometimes, but I don't know. I don't know what I'll be doing. But in Los Angeles here, fair weather with no snow. Yeah, that's one thing I can't complain about. It ain't no snow here in Arizona, so I'm cool with that. It's just so rainy and dreary, and I'm so spoiled. I want the sun like 360 days a year. I want the sun and the heat. Whew, I just don't like it. Hey, Rob Hall, where you at? You said it's clear. Oh, is it clear here? You saying clear on Instagram? Yeah, Instagram, it'll act right for a minute and then all of a sudden it be cutting out on me. I don't know if it's the message I'll be relaying or if it's just technical difficulties behind, Instagram. But it's warm over here on YouTube, okay? Tell them y'all it's warm over here. It's not. I'm just messing with y'all. So yeah, so we are here. It is winning Wednesday. We winning over here, y'all. We winning. Uh Jerry says you not as cold as Prescott. Yeah, Jerry, you up there in the mountains. It is cold up there. I ain't trying to go up there right now. I'm trying to at least stay a little bit. I think it was like 50 something degrees today. That's cold to me. Whew. And it's okay if I don't have to get out in it, but today I did have to. Most weekdays, I told my daughter for some reason that I will pick her up, take her to school and pick her up. So I do have to leave, even though I can completely work from home. So why am I complaining, God? No. I can pretty much do what I want to do. Why am I complaining? I don't know. It's just one of those days. Oh, I'm in Arizona, Juanita. Oh, you asking the girl don't know. Okay. She's in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. All right. Pennsylvania in the house. I got a lot of people that be coming on here in Pennsylvania. Oh, Rob, you said yes on Instagram. So it's clear. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold tight. It might cut out at any minute. But like I said, I'll leave it up and going. But winning Wednesdays, just expect for it to be on YouTube, you guys. It's just easier and the platform is very friendly to me. So I'm working my way over there. Hey, Heels Blueprint. All right, so what we talking about tonight? What we talking about tonight? I know what I want to talk about, but y'all out there, and I'm here for y'all. So y'all give me what y'all want to talk about. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to go over? If y'all don't throw anything out there for me, then you know what I'm doing. I'm going to roll with what I got in my mind that I want to go over. All right. So I'm in the Lehigh Valley. Let's connect. Are you coming to the Work Series in Arizona? Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and Juanita, we got plans. If you have not heard of it or tapped into it, the Work Series is coming to my town. Y'all know I got to show out. Y'all know we doing Arizona, Houston, Atlanta, and Dallas. Okay, Cleveland, we took off the list, but we are doing those four states this year, or city states, whatever you want to call it. So, if you have not book your seat for the Work Series, you need to do it because I'm gonna show out. I am going to show out. Hey, Claudette. Hey, Mahogany. So yeah, and I was just letting them know I did pin the YouTube channel into the I pinned the comment. So if you guys want to join me on YouTube, just in case, if Instagram cuts out, if it cuts out, I am not going back into Instagram. Okay. So I'm just letting y'all know you will have to jump into YouTube. All right, so let me see. So Hill's Blueprint says, I have a home free and clear, and I would love to turn it into a group home. I don't know where to start. I have a 5-bedroom duplex. Any direction for me, please? Thank you so much. So, first and foremost, I'm going to let MH Gang answer that. Has the property, does not know where to start. What is the first thing that he needs to do, or she, because I don't know if Heal's Blueprint is a woman or a man. What is the first thing that they need to do, you guys? I know you won't be able to see them on YouTube, but you will see them on Instagram. What is the first? YouTube is hot. They done already came up with the answer. Let's see if anybody on Instagram knows what he needs to do first. A lot of y'all been following me a long time, and y'all already know. I'm sorry, you Instagram. Oh, okay, okay. Finally, somebody on Instagram, YouTube over here on fire. Check zoning. You need to check zoning to see if you can actually do a group home inside of that. Um, you know, that's a nice size duplex, 5-bedroom duplex. Wow, that means it's 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Wow. Well, you need to check zoning. You need to call the zoning department. Very simple, you guys. Call the zoning department once you figure out what type of group home you want to do. So you need to know what you want to do. And then you call the zoning department and you say, I would like to do a such and such group home at this such and such address. Is this address zone for this type of group home? And that's it. Now, some zoning departments, as I always say, things have changed after COVID. You may have to leave a message. You may have to send an email. You may have to do an application. You may have to pay a fee. I've run into where people are having to pay just for them to check zoning. So whatever their process is for your zoning department, you need to go through that process to make sure you can do a group home in that home. Okay. So yeah, thank y'all. MH Gang. Hey, put MH Gang in the chat, y'all. Put MH Gang in the chat. Y'all coming through for me. Let me go back and see. All right. So please come to Renee Green, we have nothing planned for Little Rock, Arkansas. When we do the what do you call it? The polls inside of, if you have not joined the Group Home Millionaires Facebook group, make sure you join that Facebook group, because what we do is we go inside of the group. There's over 6,000 members, and we ask them what cities they would like for us to come to, and we take a vote. And the ones that get the most, so Arizona, surprisingly, I'm gonna tell y'all, I did not think that Arizona was gonna win. Arizona won, so of course they put that first on the agenda. So that's February 23rd and 24th. We will be here in Arizona doing the Worc series. If you have not got your tickets, go to workseries.com and go ahead and book. Um, so that's kind of what we do, Renee. So we can't just come to any state. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, I tell my subscribers where I'm going to be. And if they want to meet, I will meet with them. I went to Hawaii for my nephew's um wedding. One of my mentees was in Hawaii. Her and her husband took me out to dinner. So I'm very open. I am about relationships. I'm about meeting up with people. So if I'm out in the community and you're a subscriber, I'm going to let you know what I'm doing, because I want to meet you face to face. I'm all about relationships. So, to me, it's like, the closer your inner circle, the closer you get, the more access you have, the more we can meet up, we can talk, we can, maybe establish some partnerships and that type of thing. But yeah, so I will be if anybody's on here that's in Oklahoma City, I will be in Oklahoma City next month. 12th, 13th, and 14th, I will be in Oklahoma City. So if you're in Oklahoma on here and you're in the MH gang, you just can't be no mojo. You know what I'm saying? And you're actually in the MH gang, let me know and we will hook up. Hey, 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 let's see. I got a lot of people coming on Instagram. Oh, you're welcome, Hills Blueprint. Make sure you start there. And then if you need to book a call, you can always go into my booking link, book a call with me and Esther, and we can kind of give you some steps on which way to go. I do have a mentorship, you guys, where we meet. We actually meet tomorrow. So we meet 2 days a month in a group setting. And then if you do the 1 year mentorship, you get a call one on one with us once a month to help you through that process, to help you, to carry you as far as you can get in 12 months. And then some people renew just so they can get their footing. It's up to you. So I'm in Cleveland and wish you were coming. Yeah. Yeah, they canceled Cleveland Hills Blueprint, so I'm sorry about that. We weren't getting nobody had booked in Cleveland. And that's the thing. We in order to have an event, the thing is we don't make a lot of money off of these events, you guys. We just have to have the event space, the food, because we feed you while you there because it's all day. And basically like us to travel there because we want people to open successful group homes, honestly. So we don't do this to make a lot of money. If we did, we would be charging more for it because everybody that comes tells us that they got more than what they paid for. And it's because we want to get the information out. We all have successful group home businesses. So the events is not something that we're doing to make, ooh, I'm gonna make a lot of money off of this. No, we're doing it for y'all. so so yeah, but we have to have those tickets in order to support what we're doing because these event spaces and stuff, hotels and all of that are not cheap, not cheap. And I'm telling you, I be like in Arizona, I searched. People was trying to charge me like $12,000 for a day. And our events are 2 days. And I was like, we would have to charge uh when I calculated it up, we would have to charge about $7,500 a ticket if I went with a regular like hotel or something like that because the cost. So just realize that we do these events for the public. We don't do it just to make money. That's Cleveland. Hills Blueprint said, that's Cleveland for you. They didn't book. Yep. So yeah, so we had to make adjustments. So when dates are you coming to Dallas? Dallas. Ooh, that's a good one. Give me a second. Look, you done threw me a curveball. Look at you. Let me look at my thing. I be wanting to have the dates in my head, but y'all, I be having so much stuff in my head that I be having to push stuff out to put new stuff to put new stuff in. Let me see. All right, here we go. So, Phoenix is February 23rd and 24th. Houston is March 22nd and 23rd. Atlanta is May 17th and 18th. And Dallas is June 28th and 29th. And remember, if you're an alumni, if you're somebody who has went through the program, you can actually come to the retreat also, which is in Punta Cana, and it is Punta Cana, and it is in July 18th through the 22nd. Okay, so those are the dates. If you have not booked, you guys, we even do afterpay to help it to where people can make payments to get there. So if you are interested and you can't pay all out, do afterpay. Afterpay, we will send you an invoice. So you want to email work series work series at gmail.com. That's what I was trying to say. Workseries at gmail.com. You want to email that email, and it's work, WORC series.com. So you want to go to that email and you want to put in what city you want to go to. So it's going to be either Phoenix, Houston, Atlanta, or Dallas. You put in what city and you put in I'm interested in Afterpay. At that point, we will generate you an invoice and you will go in and apply to make payments on your ticket. Now, if you're gonna do it, it would be smart to do it now because you still on early bird. You still can get your tickets on early bird. So not only are you making payments, but you're getting the tickets for $500 less. Okay. If you need more information about Worc Series, you can also, we're having an information session. If you don't really understand it and you need more information, we're having an information session on the 4th. So February 4th, we're going to do a Zoom. So if you're interested in being on that information session, I don't have the Zoom link and all the information right now because I just found out about it yesterday because we meet. Me, Dwayne, and Shronica, we actually like each other, y'all. We meet on a consistent basis because we all want to make sure that people are being taken care of. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and you can either email the workseries at gmail.com or you can DM me your email. And when I get the information, I will send it to you. So it's up to you on how you do that. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, book now. That way you get a $500 discount. Because once it's over, once the early bird is over, it's over. We not revisiting that. We done. So once it's over, it's over. But we want to make sure that you guys are getting it, are getting what you came to get. All right. So let's see. I went into a whole thing, didn't I? Hey, all the new people on Instagram that haven't came to YouTube. Hey, YouTube, let me get back to y'all. Nah. All right. So let's see. Let me scroll back just to make sure I'm not missing. Hey, Fabrice, how you been? Oh my goodness. How you been, Fabrice? I've been missing you. Fabrice is in Pennsylvania too, you guys. Fabrice was one of my first mentees, and he is still in my mentorship program. Let's see. Right girl things. Yes, rich girl things. We doing rich girl things in Arizona, y'all. We gonna hang out. Hey, Dr. Hayes. Hey, Miss Narda. Miss Narda is out there trying to get her group home together, awaiting inspection. I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. If you guys, Miss Narda, put the link to your organization in the chat. If you guys are interested in doing like a small donation just to help support her, Miss Narda has been doing the group home thing for a while, and she was actually doing it out of pocket until she came to me and I told her, no, somebody else needs to be paying for this. So if you guys want to make a small donation to Miss Narda just to keep her movement going, she's really helping men out there that are homeless. Just drop your link, and if anybody wants to donate, it's on you. Okay, let's see. Zoning. I see all the zoning. Juanita Scott, sure. And no, but I will look into it. Definitely. The girl you don't know, make sure you check workseries.com so you can find out the information on the Worc Series. Juanita Scott, get Legal Shield and have them look at the zoning ordinance. Yep, that's another thing you can do. You can get Legal Shield. That's another thing. I am a representative of Legal Shield. If that interests you too, if you have a business, you should have some type of legal advice going on. Okay. So if you don't have a lawyer or anybody on retainer, consider joining Legal Shield because it's very inexpensive. It's a monthly payment and you have access to all kinds of lawyers. Everyone, please remember to make sure that you guys like this video. Make sure you already making comments, so I appreciate that. And make sure if you have not subscribed that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. MH Gang be on here reminding me because y'all know I just be talking. All right, MH Gang. Do you recommend renting or purchasing a home? It's really gonna be up to you. I did both. I honestly still have one house that I am still renting. I'm still leasing it because it's more cost efficient. The rent is very reasonable, and the house is always full. So it's no point in me to shut down a license and reopen somewhere else because I always tell people I'm not greedy. I know the people that are renting to me are making money and they have no intentions on selling their house. Maybe if I just really got up and moved, maybe they would, but I'm not going through all that. So yeah, so it's up to you. Either one is fine with me. It just depends on where you are and kind of what you want to do. I'm telling y'all this weather. Let's see. Okay, so that's the end of those questions. Let's see. Anybody else? So I don't have any questions. So I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. So I've been getting a lot of people calling me, people questioning me, and the majority is about employees. It's about how do I keep employees, or how do you hire? First of all, how I hire is just basically like everybody else. I hire through posting on Indeed. I hire through referrals. I get referrals from a lot of my employees, which really the majority of the people that work for me are mostly referrals. I have a couple of people that I posted an ad for Indeed and I got them through Indeed. I actually have um mentees. I've had an intern that came from California that actually interned under me and she stayed and worked. Now I have one of my mentees who's a nurse. She's actually about to move here. So my life is about relationships. And so I really, really try to build relationships with my employees. And I know most people are like, but they are people too. And it's really hard nowadays to keep a caregiver at the regular caregiver going rate. And I just want to let y'all know that a lot of people are having difficulty. So if you're thinking about scaling, now I can see one home and it's your family, um, and you can maintain that. You might be able to, depending on how much family you have, you may be able to maintain two. But if you're scaling to more than that and you don't have a family like mine, my family I'm the youngest of 14. I've got probably about 100 nephews and nieces. I have probably 20 something no, probably more than that now, great nephews and nieces. I even have grand nephews and nieces. I even have great nephews and nieces that are growing up. So when you come from a family that big, people would probably think, oh, I got a lot of family. There's not a lot of people in my family that work with me. I have a few sisters. I had my son used to work for me. A couple of my sons, they don't work for me anymore. I've had Um, I've had a few nieces. I have a nephew that works with me. Let me see. Hold on a second. I gotta plug up my thing. That's bad when you do a live and your laptop start. Your laptop charge go out. Okay, there we go. So when you think I got a lot of family and they will work with me, it's not always true. So you have to be creative to keep employees. And I'm telling y'all, so many people have been reaching out to me. Have gotten to the point, because I used to have a staffing agency where I could help people. I've gotten to the point where I could not maintain my staffing agency because a lot of people don't want to work. A lot of people don't want to work right now. And so it is what it is. So you have to, in a sense, build relationships with the people that you have, the people that are consistent. You got to go out of your way to do different things. Like, say, if you have a vacation time, you give them a week's vacation. Well, I have people that work for me that came from out of country. It does nothing for them for me to give them a week vacation. Therefore, how much time do you need to go home and see your family? It may be a month. But if that is a good employee, you let them go. I'm not saying you pay for them to go. I'm saying you let them go and spend time with their family. You got to adjust the rules depending on the person. Nowadays, you know how people used to say, I treat everybody the same. You can't treat everybody the same, people. You can't do it. You cannot maintain healthy relationships by treating everybody the same. So you ask yourself, do you want to get treated like everybody else? You don't. It is more uh, uh I'm not going to say one to one, but you have to take each case individually when you running a business nowadays. In order to keep, now if you want to just keep flipping through people, that's fine. But I like to keep people. And so I adjust. And that's why I have been able to retain my employees. Another thing that I do, like I said, you got to be adaptable. You got to adjust. You have to, if they need more time, you have to give them that time. Another thing that I do is I also I don't let people I don't let people get burnt out. So my people work 3 days a week. My house managers work 4 days a week. If they trying to work more than that, and some people do, they got second jobs, stuff like that. A lot of times my employees will leave their other job because they tired. If people are working multiple jobs, they're going to get tired. If you working 6 days to 7 days a week, you're going to burn yourself out. And so what I do, I just be there for them while they doing it, because most times I want to be the job that they keep. And I support them. I tell my people, I go out of my way for my people. I will just about do anything they ask me to do as long as it's legal. Because and they don't ask a lot. They don't be asking me for cash advances, because I set the tone. I set the, what do you say? I set the boundary. You're not going to ask me for um what they call them, payday advances and things like that. But if you need to get into an apartment and the dates need to adjust a little bit so you can get in, if you can afford it, because I'm not changing your pay stub, I will make some adjustments. I can do that, because you gotta get, I feel like you gotta give a little bit to to um to accommodate, because they may have just started at my job 3 months ago. They making the money. They can support it because I'm not changing no pay stub. I'm not doing nothing like that. But I'm not saying do anything illegal, I guess. I'm just saying you have to help people. I've told y'all stories before. I paid a down payment. I had an excellent caregiver, and her and her husband wanted to buy a house. I paid the down payment on the house. She paid me back, but they wanted a house. They wanted somewhere safe to raise their child, and they weren't in that environment. They could afford the mortgage, so I helped them with the down payment. I'm not saying for y'all to do that. I'm just telling you what I did. And she paid me back. So you have to, in your mind, you have to figure out what you're willing to do and set the boundary, set the tone in that, and then do it. But be there for your employees. It is not easy out here right now. Y'all know it because y'all probably going through things too. I'm going through things in my business. It is not easy. And I like my freedom. So I have to say, within my power, what can I do to assist them so I can continue to have my freedom? And so one of my employees, she makes baskets. She made me a basket. She makes baskets for other people. What is it for me not to support her to buy a basket and maybe give it away to a women's group? Or buy a basket and give it to a church and tell them to give it, give it to a new member. It's nothing for me to do that. Anything that my employees do, what I do too, I sit down with them once a year. I tell them, y'all can eat anywhere you want to eat. I don't care if it's season 44 or the steakhouse or Wendy's or wherever. Anywhere you want to eat, I'm going to take you there, and I sit them down and I ask them, what are your goals? What are you planning this year? What do what do you have planned? What can I assist you with? And I ask them these things. And then I keep those papers and I go back to them probably a quarter later, and I say, all right, you said you was going to school for this. Where are you at in that process? Accountability. You holding them accountable. And plus, what it's doing is showing people that you actually give a damn about them. Which I'm gonna tell you, this new group that has started in my business, the new group that I haven't actually sat down and had dinner with is the ones I'm having more trouble out of. The ones that I've sat down with, I've talked to them about me. They've talked to me about them and their goals. They're the ones I have no issues out of. So these are the type of things you need to take time to do in your business. And I'm not saying do it, find your way to do it. But I'm saying this is what has helped me. Actually not one. A lot of the people that work for me have businesses. For one, because I push businesses on them. Girl, you got that skill? Girl, you need to turn that into a business. Well, how do I do that, Miss Myrrie? Here, start your LLC, do this, da da da, and then they got a business. Then they running a business. Some of my people got multiple businesses. Some of my people actually have group homes and they work for me. One of my employees, he he's working on his second group home and he's still one of my best employees. So I'm saying to you guys, I have been able to keep people because I I I invest not only money in them, but I invest time and I show them that I'm interested in what they're doing. And then ask them, what can I do to help you? As long as this, and I draw a boundary with people, because when it comes to finances, I have a lot on me. And I tell people, therefore, when it comes to finances, I can't I can't be as free. And plus I've gotten burnt a lot. So that's one of my boundaries. How can I assist you as long as it's not financial? So you have to come up with your boundaries and what you want to do in order um to be successful in that realm, to be able to keep employees. I don't see any. I hope my internet on? Y'all shoot me some pink hearts or something. Nobody's putting anything in the chats. I'm like, can y'all hear me? On Instagram, shoot me some pink hearts so I can know y'all with me. Are y'all listening? Or am I talking about something that's resonating with y'all? Come on, somebody tell me something. You're so right. That's one reason I left the group home. Oh, so the girl don't know. Okay, so y'all do hear what I'm saying. Okay. So why did you tell me what specifically made you leave the group home that you were working at? What specifically made you leave? Thank you, Juanita. I was wondering because everybody, y'all must be really chimed into this because nobody was asking questions or commenting or anything, even on Instagram. Any questions? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Nope, no questions. Instagram, shoot me some pink hearts if y'all can hear me so I can know that y'all there. Jerry said we busy listening. I'm taking y'all to church. Okay. Good information. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, y'all already know I feed off of energy, man. So at least do something, put some fire in the chat or something if something is resonating with y'all. But I'm looking at both like nobody's saying anything. Can they hear me? Thank you. Smiling with dimples. Where you been? I have not saw you in a long time. But I'm glad you can hear me. But yeah, you nowadays you do. You have to think out the box. The old time employees, faithful people. Look, y'all know, because some of y'all in the workforce. Some of my mentees work all kinds of shifts because I know people ain't showing up for work. Am I right or am I right? Some of y'all working doubles because people in y'all industry aren't showing up. I know it's a lot of nurses that I deal with that they work doubles all the time because the hours are they're accessible and they're needed. So this is the era we are in. We got to adjust and adapt. You cannot have the same expectations off of people, and you cannot do the same things that you, man, thank you, Juanita. I appreciate that. I always forget, y'all. I can have super chats. And if you guys want to do a super chat or anything like that, I will give you a shout out. But I appreciate that, Juanita. I do everything. I have someone that works on my YouTube to keep it going. And so every single donation goes to assist me in doing that. But yeah, like I said, it ain't the old time faithful, worked somewhere 50-year type people that we dealing with. Y'all know we not that. Back in back when I was younger, when my parents were working, my parents didn't have the time freedom that I have. So I'm just saying, there's things you have to do to adjust that, to make people know that and like I tell y'all, help your people start their own business. But you gotta, I'm not gonna say love on them enough, but you have to build that relationship enough to where when they do their own thing, they still stay committed to you. And that's kind of how you have to do. To me, it's not something fake or something that I have to do because I'm about relationships. So I genuinely just like to connect with people and build relationships. Hey, Megagram. Let's see. So Do you have to have a nonprofit in order to get government contracts? No, you don't. You don't. You don't have to have a nonprofit. You can be a for-profit business. I'm contracted, I'm credentialed, and not under, I have a nonprofit, but I am contracted and credentialed under my for-profit LLC. And somebody asked me that question, do you have to have a corporation? Or no, you can do a LLC and still, you just got to know that you have to have your business set up correctly. You have to have an EIN number, employee identification number, and you have to have an NPI number, which is a national provider ID. And a lot of people forget about that NPI number. So these are the type of things you need to have in your business. You don't have to be a nonprofit. So Buddha's Tree said, I remember you mentioning you can partner up with those who have at least 100,000 to invest. What is the time frame you're willing to do that? Is that contract only for 2024, 2025, or no end date? I always put an end date on stuff. My lawyer taught me that when I first start working with him. So I always put an end date because who knows where my heart and mind is going to be. Last year, I wasn't thinking about doing partnerships, but coming into 2024, I am. I don't know how long it will last. I normally give people a kind of like when I ended the premium package, I give people a heads up to say, hey, this about to end. because because I know now through therapy, I know when I'm at my level. Therefore, to keep this smile on my face, I know when to say, it's time to stop. So it might be all of 2024. It might just be this first quarter. I don't know. So you have to, you have to kind of seize the opportunity or get left behind, depending on when I pull out. Thoughts on Arizona Department of Corrections reentry program? So you've been approached, Mega Ground. Yeah, my thoughts on it is I've been approached too. I need definite numbers. I'm not blindly walking into anything anymore. So Mega Graham also has a group home in Arizona. He successfully is set up in Arizona. Where are you at right now? You in Houston or you in Arizona? Because we might need to meet up. But he asked me, they have what do you call it? A prison reentry program that they're coming out with. And my thing about that is I got to have the numbers. I need to know what the reimbursement is. Now, I'm not trying to walk into nothing without knowing all the ins and outs. And then for somebody to send me an application to do it without sending me a breakdown of what I'm going to get paid sends me red flags. So until I get that, don't send me an application because I ain't submitting nothing. All the stuff we've had to go through for this revalidation in Arizona, I'm not filling out another piece of paperwork until somebody show me the money. Man, let me see. I keep smiling. Mother Trucker, how you doing tonight? I hope you staying safe. I hope, look, I'm reaching all over YouTube. I hope you are staying safe. When does your premium package end? My premium package has ended, Oscar. It is on a case-by-case basis. Oscar Goldboy. Let me think. That sounds familiar. You booked a call. That is the first step. But my premium package, I no longer market for it. But I think, Oscar, you booked a call with me coming up soon. But that is the first step. If you're interested in the premium package, you have to book a call. We have to actually talk, and I need to see what your plan is, and then I need to Um, See if that's something I want to do. But I think that's who you are, Oscar. But anyway, so yeah, it did end my premium package. It's just on a case by case basis. I'm in Casa Grande now. Yes, I was approached at 303 a day. Did they actually did they show you the code and the amount, or did they just say 303 a day? Because I'm the type of person now I need the evidence. I'm not fooling around with people. So if you got those numbers, because the person that approached me, the organization that approached me sent me an application and but no numbers. And that's for the reentry program, y'all, that we talking about. Hey, miss. Oh, okay. I tell y'all, I remember bits and pieces. So Oscar said I did. He booked a call to go over that with me. Hey, Fantasy, how you doing? All right, so let's see. Um, let's see. Yeah, so like I said, is it Bootus or Beauteous Trees? I think it's Beauteous Trees. So Beauteous, yeah, you would need to book a call to kind of go over that. You cannot vacation for more 3 weeks. You will have to reapply all over again. Oh, that's what your job told you. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to have, and there are jobs out there telling people, no, you can't do over a week. You can't do over this. You got to kind of adjust, especially if you have the power to do it. Because there's people that are from Ghana that got to go home. They don't want to go home for no 2, 3 weeks. They want to go home for a month or 5 weeks or whatever. You just got to give people leeway. And then this is the thing, they be the most loyal workers. Like, take the time you need off because they only go home once a year. You know what I'm saying? Take the time off, go home, come back refreshed. And yeah, one of my employees, she went home the whole from Thanksgiving all the way to January the 9th. But she came back today. I needed her because one of my employees' car got stolen last night. She stayed over for me. No problem, Miss Myrrie. She did it. So I'm saying, you give people leeway. You make people know that you appreciate them and you know that they dealing with something. People got lives. You got to realize that. People have lives. Keep it up, Mom. We're listening. All right, Safari. Thank you. How much will a person need to get started? It really depends. I always say at least have access to $100,000. And I know people say it don't take that much. I'm not saying that it takes that much to start a group home. What I am saying to you, I know how hard my life was trying to start a group home with not that much money. So all I'm saying if you want to have an easy breezy, not to say you're not going to come up against obstacles, but if you want to have those funds to help you through the period, to get you to billing, to be able to hire employees, to have everything there where you're not scraping up, have access to 100,000 at least. And that's through credit, that's through whatever. You know what I mean? You may have a rich aunt that'll say, I'll do a line of credit on my house. I'll do a HELOC to give you access to the money. However you do it, that's how you do it. Now, some states have it to where you have to have reserves. So in those states, you actually have to have liquid money, set an account, not touch it, you know. So it's just really going to depend on where you're at. When I say 100,000, I'm just saying in a regular state that doesn't really require a lot. Like Virginia, you have to have 3 months of whatever your budget is. You have to have 3 months of reserves in a bank account. So it's just going to depend on where you're at and what your budget is. Or it may just depend on, like Arizona, you don't need 2 nickels to open a group home. But to make your life easier, you want to have that money, especially if you need to contract with people. If you're not a BHP, you're going to need a BHP, a behavioral health professional. If you're not a registered dietitian, you're going to need a registered dietitian. And they may say to hold my license until go through the contract, credentialing, whatever, it's going to cost you $1,000 down. Who knows? So you need to have that money where you're not trying to scrape up to get by. So that's why I say have access to 100,000. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Monique. MPI means what again? MPI is the National Provider ID number. If you're going to be getting reimbursement from like Medicaid or Medicare or whatever, you need a MPI number. And it's very simple to get. You just go online, make sure it's the actual website because it's free. They will not charge you. Now, if I do it for you, I'm going to charge you. But if you're doing this yourself, you can do it. You can get it for free. Okay? So if you go on a website and they're trying to charge you, it's not the actual website. Okay? Let's see. Oh, thank you, Monique. Monique got me. Myrrie, what is sober living home? What is a sober living home? A sober living home is where people that are trying to be sober live. That's basically it. It's a group home. So I don't know if you wanted like details, but yeah, that's what a sober living home is. It's basically people that are trying to be sober, and they're living in a group home setting. Most times they're paying per bed. So they may be paying, like I know a guy right now who's paying, what did he tell me? Was it three? No, it was $175 a week. He pays $175 a week and to be in a sober living home. But it's per bed. And they pay it basically themselves. They have to get jobs and stuff like that. 30 to 50. I don't know what the 30 to 50 was for, Rob Hall. Let me know. Let's see. All right. So Narda says, you are such a blessing, my sister. I thank God for you and I receive your words of wisdom. I cried when you shot Sundara transitional support out. Let me know what I can do for you. You so sweet, Narda. I appreciate you. Let's see. Thank you, Derek. Derek said great content. Thank you. This is for a licensed group home. Stephanie. Let me scroll back up to see how much will a person need. Yes, that is for a licensed group home. I had to scroll back up to see what you were referring to. Get your credit together and start building business credit too. Yes. And so that's why I say like credit cards, things like that. If you have a high enough credit score, that can assist you in building business credit. Or, if you've had a long-standing business that has done well, get a DUNS number too. Speaking about business credit, you need a DUNS number, DUNS. Dun and Bradstreet is where you get it from, but it's a DUNS number because it helps you. It's all in that business credit thingy. Well, you know what? Instagram is telling me I got 2 minutes remaining. So if you guys are still on Instagram, make sure if you want to finish out the video that you go to that link right there and go to YouTube and join us on YouTube, because I don't see nothing saying that YouTube is about to shut off, but I sure see 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining on Instagram. I told y'all, Instagram be showing out now. All right. So yeah, so let's see. I may have missed it. Did you mention the licensed professional class for February? Hey, Mahogany, why you busting me out? Okay, so we are not doing the licensed professional class in February. Me and Esther have been taking in a lot of calls, and really, honestly, you guys, I would say this. Let me figure a good way out how to put it. A lot of the calls, 38 seconds remaining on Instagram. So it's about to cut off. If you guys want to join us over here so you can hear what I'm about to say, go ahead and join us on YouTube. Okay? All right. So a lot of the calls is just people that don't know how to get started. And that is like the majority. Look, we whispering now because it's a secret. It's people that don't know how to get started. So me and Esther did a little bit of planning by Instagram. Instagram cut off, y'all. Me and Esther did a little bit of planning. And what we plan to do is a 20, because it's leap year too. It's leap year. So I'm like, to me, that's a good sign. We're doing a 29-day accelerator program, and it is specifically for people that need that push. You know how they say it takes 21 days to start a habit? So we're doing the 29-day. We're giving it 29 days. So in February, I will be doing the 29-day accelerator program. And it's really, really, really very inexpensive program. I'm doing $29. Y'all know I ain't never did. I did an ebook for 27, but never did anything that, but I really, really want people to get in just so you can get in the mindset of you can do this. There are so many people that have been beat down by people around them or family members or whatever, and they just honestly don't think they can even start a group home, or they just like, I don't know where to start. So this program is a 29-day, it's a workbook, and it's basically it's a community, uh and then also too, it is going to be a Facebook group, and that way I can communicate with them. I can, give them a little short inspirational video every day, and it's just to get them in the mindset that you can do this. You can do this. And so we pushed back the licensed professional training because Esther felt like, and me too, off of the calls. We've been having a lot of calls with people, y'all. And so just the consensus was, let's do this to maybe help push some people forward. And then in March, so in March, the first Tuesday in March, we will be starting the licensed professional training. That is just for licensed professionals. So that's your licensed social worker, your nurse practitioners, your RNs, people like that. Now, if you want to take the training, you can take it. I told people last time, if you want to take it, I think I had one person on there that was not a licensed professional, but they were a professional person, So that training is going to be starting I think it's, what is it, March 2nd, or no, I know it's the first Tuesday in March. I haven't even started marketing for it. I haven't, because I'm just like, it is, y'all know me, it is what it is. So yeah, so February is going to be the 29-day accelerator program. I will probably be because no, it'll probably be tomorrow. Kirby's on a different time zone than me. So he actually works overnight to be with me. So he's probably asleep right now. Kirby is my VA. And so Kirby is supposed to be rolling that out tomorrow. So it's the 29-day accelerator program. It's gonna be the whole month of February, every day. And I said, if somebody participates every single day, I'm gonna have something so awesome for them at the end. But I'm not gonna spill the beans. But anyway, it's gonna be 29 days. Um, just to kind of get in that realm of thinking like a group home owner, thinking about things to do with group home. And then at the end, we will start the first Tuesday in March, we will start the licensed professional. So you'll probably see things for the licensed professional come out about the second week in February. Don't forget, we still have the Worc series, which is really awesome too. If you want to get it in 2 intensive days of training, that's an awesome thing too. Or you can do like some people. I got nurses that have taken everything. And I'm just like, just waiting for them to open they group home, because I know it's gonna be amazing because they're soaking up everything. Um, so yeah, so it's up to you on what you guys, but like I said, tomorrow, the um if you see the 29-day accelerator, that's me. That's a program that me and Esther are doing. And then after that, you'll see the licensed professional training. Let's see. Have you worked with anyone who opened a home in California? I am actually working with someone right now who is trying to open up a home in California. One of my mentees is in California, and so she just completed her administrator training, and right now she is just really, she's networking, she's meeting people, she done put on a couple of events. The only piece to that puzzle is we cannot find a property in Sacramento. It is so hard. So that is the only piece to her puzzle. She's already met people, she's already connected, she's everything. We've been doing everything. It's just finding that property. So sometimes there's one piece missing that you have to do. So yes, but I've worked with people all over. Let me know if I'm saying this right. Is it Beauteous? Beauteous? That is really pretty. Beauteous. I think that's what it is. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Sandra. Sandra, you working? Peter says, with moratorium in place in Arizona, what would advice be for someone who is thinking about starting a behavioral health group home? Well, it's supposed to end, mid-year. It's no better time than to get started now. Because when you say who is thinking about starting, that means you haven't actually started. So the best thing for you to do is to get started. Because my thing is, there's over 300 homes that closed in Arizona. That ain't nothing but open opportunity. I was just talking with somebody about that, and they was like, in my mind, I'm thinking that's more exactly. That's just opportunity. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to open any more homes. I don't want to. I don't want to have no more licenses, so I'm good. But as far as helping people open homes, I don't mind doing that all day long. So it's kind of up to you. My advice is get in now. So once the moratorium opens, bam, you already set up. If you wait, it's still gonna take time for you to get up and running. So February is a great time for you to start to be ready for when the moratorium opens. Because eventually they gonna have to open it. I went into the Facebook group, the group home millionaires, and I told them before it was supposed to end in December. I said, y'all, I went to a meeting. It's not going to end in December. And people was like, why are you saying that? Why? I said, I just told y'all I was privy to a meeting, and the consensus was it's not going to end in December. That is the importance of building relationships with people, because sometimes you find out things and you can prepare before the general public gets the information. So yeah, so I went in there and told them in the areas, because we have chats for each city. I mean, sorry, each state. And I went in there and told them it's not going to end in December. And then when the information came out, they was like, "Dang, they said it was." I said, "Yeah, I told y'all." So yeah, but yeah, if you're really thinking about doing it, get started now. I almost missed a live. I knew your butt was working. Dana says, "What do you prefer, IDD or assisted living homes? What's the difference in residents or payments for residents? What's the most profitable house to start?" I really honestly hate when people say that, Monique, only because you shouldn't do it because what's the most profitable? You should do it based on what level of care you want to do. And then whatever payment is at that level, then you kind of, because what's the most profitable is going to be the highest, most difficult level of care. Do you want to do that? I don't know. Some people do, but you have to ask yourself, do you do it? And then what's the difference in payments? That's going to depend. I don't really know. Um, I said Monique, I meant Dana. I don't really know what state you're in. So I don't know, what the rate is right off the top of my dome. I don't know. I would have to look in my database, or I would have to figure that out. If that's something you want to discuss further, that might be a one-on-one call, but yeah, I wouldn't know that number like right off the top of my head. And then you said, what do I prefer, IDD or assisted living? Honestly, I would prefer assisted living. Um, what's the difference in residence? IDD could be that's intellectually developmentally disabled. Assisted living is more elderly, and so I just respect elders. And so my preference would be the elderly. I've been into some IDD, DDD homes, and I'm on a mid level. That's a higher level. I would not want to have to deal with that every day. Not just the clients, but I'm saying like everything, because DDD has a lot of um like the clients have a lot of leeway. Like I went into a DDD home, this guy was like crapping in his closet, and there's nothing that they could do about it. They told the people that it was his right to do what he wanted to do. I can't live like that. That's just me. And that might be an extreme case, but it actually happened. And so I cannot myself deal with that. So that's why I say for me, it would be seniors, because you're not going to be crapping in your closet up in my house. That's just me. And that's why I don't do DDD or IDD. I know how, but no, I do SMI. I do a lower level of care. The third one. The third one, what? The way I said your name? Buick. Beauteous. I got it. Beauteous. Yes, I was a house manager in Goodyear and ran the house in Tolleson in Arizona. They all shut down due to the clinics. Oh man. Wow, Buick. So where are you working at now? Look at me fishing. Ah. Where you working at now? Beauteous. Let's see. I'm prepping for the end date June 8th. I'm preparing for the end date. Yeah. Look at you. All right now. Jerry says she prepping for the end date. That's right. That's awesome. Are you referring to licensed or unlicensed? When I say what, Claudie? You got to be specific when y'all ask questions, because y'all know I just be on here talking. So y'all got to be specific so I can know how to answer you. Thank you, Jamisha. I appreciate it. Y'all, I love pink hearts. They warm. I don't know. They do something to me. I love pink. I'm not a girly girl, but I love the color pink. And so when I see pink hearts, I know that that's people that's showing me love. So I appreciate it. And make sure you guys, y'all remember, I am partnered with YouTube now, and so I can get super chats and all of that. So feel free. I also have memberships. Um, memberships. I think if you join the highest level of membership, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually watch videos on the licensed professional. Look, I just gave y'all a gem. You can actually watch videos on the licensed professional training if you do the higher tier membership. I think it's the highest one. I can't remember. Y'all know I don't be setting none of this stuff up. I got good people around me. Hey, Tranika, I saw you got your ticket, girl. I saw that. I am so excited. Let's see. Buetis said I meant in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay. I think I missed what they all shut down due to. Oh, in Phoenix, Arizona. I get what you're saying. You said and Arizona. Thank you. See you at the Worc series. Peter, you coming to the Worc series? Are you coming in Arizona? Oh my gosh. Are you coming to Arizona? I get to meet you, Peter. Hey, Tia. So I am in need of placement for a family member, mental health issues. Do you have an opening? How do I get placement for him? Any advice appreciated. Okay, so what type of services is he under? What insurance company and what type of services? So if you can tell me that, I can try to, and then what if you know his diagnosis, if you can send his diagnosis and all of that information, I can try to see if I can give you some information, Tranica. I hope I'm saying that right. I'll be butchering names, y'all. Mahogany says people first, then money, then things. You got that right, girl. If you lead with passion, the profit will come. So true. So true. Because I'm tell y'all, at first, when I first started, I was not focused on money. But God, I give God the glory. You know, I've always tried to do right by my clients, by my employees, by case managers, by everybody. So it's just a blessing. But I didn't go into it like, oh, I want to make this money. Yes, you want to have a successful business. You are in business to make money. So never feel guilty about that. But don't get so much in your head. What's the highest paying or what is this? If you get the highest pay, then to God be the glory. But don't make that your focus. You want to be compensated for what you do. There is nothing wrong with that. When you start a business, you need to be compensated. But I just can't get down with making that like the focus. Like, what's the highest paying? It's like, what do you want? Who do you want to service? What demographic do you want to work with? And then let's see what they pay. So that's how I have to go into it looking, because that just, it don't sit right with me, not me. Okay. I just like to be transparent with y'all. Let's see. Yes, you can. Yes. Oh, so you are Trinica. You coming to Worc series? Awesome. We gonna be doing some rich girl things, y'all. I kept my apartment in Pasadena, California South. Moved back to Cali. I want to open my own now due to that great experience being a HM and training other managers. Okay. Oh, being a house manager. Got it. Okay. Well, good, good. That's a good thing. Yay! Well, I'm glad, Peter. I'm glad. I'm excited to meet you. I send it to you. Thanks. Yeah, send it to me and I'll see what I can do. If I can't, I have an admissions coordinator who is really, really awesome. at helping people find resources. I'm gonna tell y'all, clients like SMI people, you know, my text number where I tell people, hey, text me if you want to be in my mentorship. Homeless people, people that are SMI, all those type of people, they be hitting me up. And so I give them to her, and she really helps them to figure it out and where to go, because this is the thing, she's doing it, she's working in it, so she can probably lead and guide you more than I can, but I can use her as a resource to help you. So yeah, if you send it to me, I will see what I can do, huh? Yes, people that join the membership at the highest level get all videos before the general public and the professional hack series for growth. Ah, thank you. Look, my mentees be knowing more than me, y'all. Y'all know I just show up. I just like to give the information. I just like to connect. I like to talk. I don't know all the technicalities and all of that. I just put it out there. You asked me where I am now, and that's why I responded saying I came back. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you was saying. After I read it, I got what you was saying. Oh my goodness. So tonight was good, you guys. Dang, we went over an hour. But yeah, so just remember, you got to come up with different ways to keep your employees. You have to. If you're planning to be in this group home business, you, for one, you're going to have to be good to your employees. And you know how people say you got to give respect to get it. It used to be you just respected people. That's how I was raised. You respected your elders. Nowadays, these people made different. So you actually do have to wrap your mind around, you got to give respect to get it. We got to adapt. Man, adaptability. That's like the second thing on my list of things that you have to do. You have to set the bar high. You got to raise the bar, y'all. The bar, you asking me what's the bar? Man, it it's gonna be, let me see. Let me remember what I what I said setting the bar, because I was like, I'm gonna start using that. You gotta set the bar high. And so B is for belief. You gotta believe. You gotta believe this thing. I believed in this group home thing before anybody around me believed in it. People thought I was crazy. You gotta believe it so much, people think you are delusional. You gotta believe it. You gotta see it. Because if you don't see the vision, nobody else will. So the first thing, you gotta believe. A, adaptability. You're gonna have to adapt, because everything ain't gonna be going the way you want it to go. Everything ain't gonna be flowing. You're gonna have to bob and weave. You're gonna have to adapt. I was just talking to one of my mentees. He was telling me the new plan that his wife came up with for their group home. They went a different way. They adapted. And then relationships. Y'all know that's my foundation. Relationships. So we gonna have to raise the bar. We gotta believe in ourselves. We gonna have to adapt to all this stuff going on in the world, and we gonna have to keep building relationships. Raise the bar. All right. So I'm gonna leave it right there on that note. Let me see. You asked me, okay, I needed that word. I just became a foster parent of 5 sibling group. I'm 25 and I did this wanting to help with the overflow of kids. Oh my God, bless your heart. Hearing you is so inspiring to keep moving in purpose. Oh my God. Y'all hear that? 25 years old. And now the foster parent of 5 siblings. Oh, Lord. Torrance Hill, I am praying for you tonight. You just Y'all know I'm a crybaby. You just brought tears in my eyes. What 25-year-old puts themselves out there for 5 people that, you know? Oh my God. Woo! Is that the ages? 3, 4, 5, 6, and oh my God, Torrance. I am praying for you. Y'all look. Oh, I'm praying right now. Father God, Lord Jesus. Y'all know I ain't never prayed on no YouTube, but I'm about to pray for him right now. Lord, I ask that you watch over Torrance Hill. I don't know this person, but I know anybody that has opened up their heart, their mind, and their home for 5 people to take care of them at such young ages is such an awesome person. And I ask that you reach down and you pour out a special blessing, Lord. Open up the windows of heaven. And it don't have to be financial, Lord, but pour him out a blessing so he can know that you are so real, Lord Jesus. Open up doors that haven't been opened for him or her. I don't even know if Torrance Hill's a man or a woman, Lord, but I'm just going to speak that over this person's life, Lord. I just ask that you just wrap your arms around him, protect him, keep him in your hedge of protection, Lord Jesus, and just watch over him and just make this a great experience for the children and for Torrance Hill. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Oh my gosh, I was trying to do one video, Torrance, without crying. I'm a crybaby, y'all. Oh my God. That is amazing. I thank God for you because it is a lot of kids out here that don't have anywhere to go. So I thank God for you. Torrance, make sure look, you stay in touch. I'm going to remember that name because that's a powerful name. Torrance Hill. Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all pray for them tonight because that is wow. 5 siblings. Let's see. Claudia says, I am willing and ready to adapt. Yes, we have to adapt. I know Torrance Hill is adapting. Oh my gosh. I'm happy to have finally gotten connected with you in real time, Miss Hayes. Blessings on top of blessings to everyone in this group. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate that. Amen. Amen. Amen, you guys. You are so welcome. It means more. Oh, you are so welcome. Are you in Arizona? I just want to know. Are you anywhere in Arizona? Let me know where you at, Torrance. While I'm waiting for that. Oh, you're in Atlanta. I'm frequently in Atlanta. Yeah. I'm frequently in Atlanta. Make sure you connect with me on Instagram or Facebook. Go into my DMs and let me know. Just connect. That way when I'm in Atlanta, maybe we can connect. Thank you, Derek. So yeah, so before I leave, I always look, my team be telling me, Miss Myrrie, you forgot. I always got to make sure I cover everything. Don't forget the Worc series. It's going to be in Arizona, February 23rd and 24th. And if you haven't booked, go to workseries.com. If you need to do afterpay and make payments, go to send an email to workseries@gmail.com. That way we can get you the afterpay invoice. I'm still crying, y'all. That touched my spirit. um let me see. We will be doing the 29-day accelerator program. I made it very affordable, guys. 29 days, $29, $1 a day. That will be rolling out tomorrow. It'll be the whole month of February. And on this live, I'm telling people, if you go through every day, it's going to be a great surprise for you at the end. And then also too, in March, we will be starting the licensed professional training. That will be live on Zoom with me and my behavioral health professional, Esther. I'm sorry, Dr. Esther. And so yeah, I think I covered everything. Oh, no, let me not forget my YouTube guy. He be sending me messages. Make sure if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel that you do. If it's anything that resonates with you guys, share it. It means a lot to me. It does. Comment. I love the comments. I answer my YouTube comments myself. Instagram and Facebook, it may not be me. YouTube is me. Okay. So I leave it like that because new YouTube is my new baby. So that's always me commenting back to you. And then you can do memberships on my YouTube. I do have subscriptions, through Instagram. And so I think I got everything tonight because they always getting on me. Miss Myrrie, you didn't say this. So I hit all my points. Did I hit all my points? Y'all in there. Did I hit all my points, MH gang? Oh, merchandise. I do have merchandise. I have my No Fear shirts and different t-shirts that you guys, if you're interested, you can access those through my YouTube channel. And so I think that's everything. And Myrrie and Torrance got us all crying up here. Blessing on blessing. I'm sorry, Mahogany. Y'all know I can't help myself. When I feel that little, I can't even hold back. I'm just a crybaby. Yes, ma'am. I will DM you on Instagram. Thank you. Yes, DM me. Look at you blessing folks with a $29 jump start. Yeah. I'm telling you, we wanted to make it affordable so people can really access it. I know what's going on in the world, y'all, but people need to get in that mindset because it's a lot of things holding people down. Merch. I found you on a podcast with a young lady recently and cried through it. Don't worry. Oh, oh, thank you. Look, so you a crybaby too. Nah, this was so good tonight, you guys. Oh my gosh, I so needed the encouragement. Y'all just don't know how heavy sometimes my heart gets or I get with just dealing with everything. You know what I'm saying? And when I come on here and you guys show me love and you shoot me pink hearts and you doing the, super chats and all of that, it just really it warms my heart. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. Always a pleasure too. Thank you, Miss Juanita. I appreciate you. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and end this. And as I always say, be a blessing to someone else. Good night. Good night. That was so good. Let's see. Thank you, Anthony. I don't know. It don't want to cut off. It don't want me to leave, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. Here we go. Mhm. It does not want me to get off.